Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone, I am Zaid Alwash. I am a physics teacher in Al-Wa'ali High School for distinguished boys. Begin in this lecture with the chapter 6 for the 4th class. It's about refraction and reflection, the light. We know in the last chapter the definition of the light, and we know the limits of the visible light, wavelength, and many formation about the light. احنا بدينا بالفصل السابق، الفصل الخامس، بتعريف الضوء ومعلومات كثيرة أخذنا عن الضوء ومدى الطول الموجي المرئي للضوء. Now in chapter 6 we have, I said before, a new concept. It's their reflection and refraction. وبهذا الفصل راح ناخذ مفاهيم جديدة وهي الانعكاس والانكسار. الرفلكشن الانعكاس، الرفراكشن الانكسار. In the beginning of this chapter we must know or define the reflection. بالبداية لازم نعرف أو نعرف الانعكاس. A reflection, it is a bound of the incident light on the surface between two medium. يعني هو ارتداد الضوء على السطح الفاصل بين وسطين. To the medium which came from it. إلى الوسط الذي قدم منه. As you see in this figure, we see the incident light ray and the reflected light ray. احنا راح نلاحظ بهذا الشكل الشعاع الساقط والشعاع المنعكس. Then we have a new question. What happens when a light rays fall on or incident on the surface between two transparent medium? يعني ماذا يحدث لو سقط الضوء على سطح فاصل بين وسطين شفافين؟ The incident ray, some of it reflected and some of it passed through in the second medium. يعني جزء منه راح ينعكس, part of it reflected, and the second part pass through in the second medium, والجزء الآخر راح يدخل إلى السطح إلى الوسط الثاني, as you see or observe in this figure. And the rays which incident in the second medium, we can call it the refract light rays. نقدر نصيح له الشعاع المنكسر. Some students ask about the meaning of the refraction. The refraction mean, as you observe in this figure, that the change in the direction of the light rays when it's separated or between two transparent medium. They are different in optical density. And the reason of this change in direction, that is the change in the speed of the light inside the both transparent medium. Sometimes we see the pencil or the pen when we are place it in the glass of water. As you see in the figure, it's broken. And someone asks why we observe or see the pencil as it is broken. ليش نشوفه يعني مكسور هذا لما نخليه بالمي القلم؟ يعني ليش نشوفه مكسور؟ The reason of it is the refraction of the lights. سببه انه انكسار الضوء. And what's meaning of the optical density? The optical density is the properties of the transparent medium which the speed of the light which passes through in it depends on. يعني ما هي الكثافة الضوئية. الكثافة الضوئية هي خاصية الوسط الشفاف التي تعتمد عليها سرعة الضوء الذي يمر خلال ذلك الوسط. When we want to study reflection, we must know the reflection's laws. As you see in the figure, the first law, the incident ray and the reflected ray and the normal, all of them in the same plane. And the second, as you see in the figure, the incident angle equal to the reflection angle or reflected angle. يعني زاوية السقوط وزاوية الانعكاس متساوية. والنقطة الأولى كانت معناها أن الشعاع الساقط والشعاع المنعكس والعمود المقام على الحد الفاصل كلهم يضمهما مستوي واحد. Someone asked me, what about the normal? يعني شنو معنى النورمال؟ I don't, what is the meaning of it? ما أعرف معناه. It's the perpendicular line on the surface between the transparent medium. يعني هو العمود المقام على الحد الفاصل بين الوسطين. Now we have a new question. It's about the travel of the light obliquely from two different transparent medium. When it is travel from a medium that has a less optical density to another transparent medium which has a high optical density, as you see in the figure. What's happened to the light rays? The light ray will refract, يعني هذا الشعاع الضوئي راح ينتقل من وسط شفاف إلى وسط شفاف آخر، من وسط أقل كثافة ضوئية إلى وسط أكثر كثافة ضوئية. هذا الشعاع راح ينكسر. We know that. But what happened to it? It is close to the normal. يعني هو راح ينكسر مقترب من العمود المقام اللي سميناه احنا النورمال. But when it travel, as you see in the figure, when it's a travel from a high optical density to the low optical density, it will move away from the normal. يعني هو راح ينكسر بس مبتعد عن العمود المقام. When we want to study refraction, we must know the refraction laws. يعني احنا بنريد نعرف الانكسار لازم نعرف قوانينه. There are two laws as you see in figure, the incident ray and the refracted ray and the normal, all of them in the same plane. And this plane will perpendicular to the surface which separates between the two medium. And the second law, it is that the sine of the incident angle, the ratio of the sine of the incident angle to the sine of the refracted angle, it's equal to a constant value. يعني القانون الأول إن الشعاع الساقط والشعاع المنكسر والعمود المقام كلهم يضمهم مستوي واحد عمودي على السطح الفاصل بين الوسطين. القانون الثاني إنه ساين زاوية السقوط، النسبة بين ساين زاوية السقوط إلى ساين زاوية الانكسار راح يساوي كمية ثابتة. We know in the refraction laws, the second one, that the sine of the incident angle to the sine of the refracted angle equal a constant value. This constant value we can call it index refraction or relative index of refraction. It's equal to sine theta 1 to the sine theta 2. What about theta 1? theta 1, it is the incident angle. What about theta 2? It is the refracted angle. يعني هذه زاوية الأولى theta 1 زاوية السقوط وهذه زاوية الانكسار. The ratio between them, النسبة بيناتهم, equal to the relative index of refraction. يعني معامل الانكسار النسبي. But we must know the speed of the light in the first transparent medium V1 over to the speed of the light in the second transparent medium equal to sine theta 1 over sine theta 2. Therefore N12 يعني relative index of refraction equal V1 over V2. Then we must know the sine theta 1 over sine theta 2 equal lambda 1 over lambda 2. Someone asked question, what about lambda 1 and lambda 2? Lambda 1, it is the wavelength of the light in the first transparent medium. يعني الطول الموجي لامدا 1 الطول الموجي مال الضوء بالوسط الشفاف الأول. And lambda 2, it's the wavelength of the light in the second transparent medium. يعني الطول الموجي lambda 2 الطول الموجي في الوسط الثاني. Therefore, or that is mean V1 over V2 equal lambda 1 over lambda 2. All these relations we can use it to solve all the problems. يعني كل ذن العلاقات نقدر نستخدمهن لحل المسائل. Then there is important information about lambda 1 and lambda 2 and about the light itself. The light, when it travels from the two transparent medium, the speed of it must be changed when it's travel from transparent medium to other. لما ينتقل الضوء من وسط إلى آخر السرعة مالته تتغير. And the wavelength must be changed, or it will be changed, راح يتغير according to the change of the speed تبعا للسرعة مالته أو الانطلاق. Therefore, there is something, it's constant, لكن أكو شيء راح يبقى ثابت. What is that? ما هو ذاك الشيء? It is the frequency. We must know the light when travel between two transparent medium, it have a speed, it have a wavelength, it have a frequency. The frequency must be constant, but the speed, it will be changed, and the wavelength, it will be changed. When? متى راح تتغير الطول الموجي والسرعة للضوء المنتقل بين وسطين شفافين. When it's travel between two transparent medium different in optical density. لما يكونون مختلفين بالوسط بالكثافة الضوئية. مثلا ينتقل الضوء من الهواء إلى الماء، من الهواء إلى الزجاج، من الماء إلى الزجاج. يعني أوساط مختلفة بالكثافة الضوئية راح يختلف منه راح تختلف السرعة وبالتالي راح يختلف الطول الموجي. From all that we must know the relation between the speed and the wavelength. لازم نعرف العلاقة بين السرعة مال الضوء والطول الموجي. The relation between them, it's a direct proportional between the speed and the wavelength of the light which travel in the transparent medium. العلاقة بين السرعة مال الضوء أو انطلاقه ويا الطول الموجي راح تكون العلاقة طردية. The speed of the light in the glass less than the speed of the light in the air. Therefore, the wavelength of the light in the glass less than the wavelength of the light in the air. Okay, this is the relative index of refraction. But sometimes we see or observe another refraction index. We called it absolute index of refraction. اكو معامل اخر للانكسار اسمه المعامل المطلق. It's equal to N equals C over V. Someone asked me, what is the difference between the absolute index of refraction and relative index of refraction? As you see in the two relation مثل ما تشوفون or two equation بالعلاقتين أو المعادلتين, we know in relative index of refraction equal to V1 over V2. When the light travel in the vacuum في الفراغ أو في الفضاء, then its speed equal to C, and the speed in another transparent medium is V, then N equals C over V. This is absolute index of refraction. هذا هو معناه المعامل الانكسار المطلق. And when we solve some examples and problems in the next lecture, we see how can we use all these equations. Thank you for listening. That's all what I want to learn you. Thank you very much. See you next time.